this channel, and today we're going to be uploading our next video on the HTML course series. And today we're going to be getting familiar with the syntax of HTML, and I'm going to be showing you some sample web pages and how syntax works through them. And we're also going to be making our own custom HTML web page. And yeah, let's get right into it. So today I'm going to be showing you one of my sample web pages. It's the very first website I've created when I learned HTML, and I've added CSS and stuff to it. I'll explain you the basic syntax using it. So this is my web page, and it's going to be consisting of uh parts, two parts: my title and then my body of the website. So my title is Sudarshan's website, and I've given you a depiction of my website up here, and then I've given you separate sections. So this is about me and my family. I'm a boy, and my favorite subject is math. I have a brother, and his name's Gokul. I go to Campbell Middle School, and my brother goes to Teasley Elementary. And this is a picture of my school. Well, when you upload images, most of them don't upload sometimes, so uh, they'll show rarely. So if you wanna upload images, then it'll sometimes show up like this instead. And this is a link to my school website. You can check that out later. I'll link this in the description and stuff. And this is about my school in detail. So some subjects that are learned in my school are math, science, individual and societies, and business and art. Well, these are the main things I've attended in school, and math's my first priority because I love learning math, and so do I love learning coding, but math is more of a higher priority for me. And this is just a sample sign-in section. I just given this section so I can show you how this syntax works. So the thing is, if you've seen the color differences, that's all in CSS. But normally when you're giving a title, it automatically pads like this on HTML itself. But if you're padding with space on both sides, that includes CSS and stuff. And this is like a submit button that you do this with HTML. But if it turns red, that's with CSS. But this button is an HTML thing. So if you click on the button, we go to a new web page. And I made this web page just for a response submission page. And I just given this, and you can go back to the site using this link. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll teach you how to add all this and make your own custom web page just like this. But the CSS won't be there, so it'll be just like HTML. I'll add on to this custom web page when I've started my CSS series. Yeah, and that's it for the sample web pages. Next, I'll be showing you how to make your own custom web page. That'll be ready. I'll make a few stuff ready, and that'll be done in a few. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back, and now we're ready and set to start making our very first sample web page. So I've given all the starting basic tags here, so let's name our title page and start off on our body. Give us a heading where we can give our title, and our title can be my sample my sample web page, and open that in live server and refresh that. Yes, perfect. Now after that, let's give us a line to make our web page a bit more clean, and start off with heading 3 and say about my web page. And say, give a paragraph, and inside this web page will be yada yada yada, blah blah blah. We could also just say, if you don't want to type in something and just want to test it out for now, you can just wait. I always mess up on that. Just give some random lorem text. But if you're seriously creating a web page that you want to show, then you can show what your web page is going to be about. And after that, let's give us another heading. Let's give a heading number 3 again and say about me. Then just type in some random stuff about you that you want your friends to know. And after that, let's give us some space to work with first. Let's start out with a list. Things. Let's give a heading 4, and say my hobbies. Oops. Add that up there. And let's give a list. Well, not. Oh, wait, never mind. Not really that. Well, we can just. Give. So I'll show you what I mean. So a list is li, but you don't give a list in total. You have to give the listing for every certain thing you're giving. So one of your hobbies could be soccer, and then you have to give the list function again, and put your next hobby, video games. Oops, I messed up there. Yeah, video games, and another hobby, let's say drawing. And finally, let's say list hockey. You can give your own hobbies, go to your custom web page and update it. So you can see how you have a title and you have these lists of hobbies that you do. And after you've done that, we can give another line for us. Update that. After you've done that, we can say, we'll upload an image source. Sorry. Let's get an image of our community. Well, mine's. Let's just give a random apartment, just for the sake of privacy and stuff. Personal information and stuff. Let's just get apartment. Some random picture. Just copy. Or save the image. Show in folder. And where was it again? It was copy. You can paste. No, wait, never mind. Let's just copy the link address. Paste it right there. And finish it off with the closing tag. I was thinking we could do another way, but it doesn't really work. My image doesn't load at it's not loading at the moment. But if you for most of y'all the image should load, but if it doesn't, then let it be because sometimes the image doesn't load, but you can go check it out. Open the image here and check out the image. If it doesn't load, then that's the only way. It's a flaw when you're only using HTML, but when you host it live and stuff, it mostly uploads. So let's get on to our next thing. Let's see. We could also link this to another HTML page. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. 1 second. Let me get things ready for that and then we'll get back on. Okay, now let's open up a new HTML file and name it main or something like let's just say well, so we're linking. We'll just give it link. I don't know, linked web page .html, something like that. This is really cringe, but let's just say index2.html. Just keep it like that. And we want to link this to this file. So let's get href. This is a new tag that I haven't showed most of y'all. It's how you link stuff. So you just give your you give wait. So over here, I've linked my web page by my HTML to my button by saying href equals sorry, I forgot to give an equal there, and then the link for your web page, and then I gave all this in the button tag. So the submit button, once you click on it, you go to that HTML web page. So all we need to do is say href dot slash. When you're giving a dot slash, all it means is get out of the file and search for another file. So we're gonna say, but we don't want to do that. I mean, if you're saying double dot, then you're getting out of the file and then searching. So just dot slash index 2.html. Oh wait, don't need to finish it off with the slash. And just give those. Oh, I am so bad at this. Just give it in quotations. Oh god. Why am I so confused? Let's just type it in here. Index2.html. Oh my god. And boom. Finally. Jeez. Finish it off. Come on, why is this not working? Oh, I forgot to close the tag. Wow, I'm so smart. Yeah, so if you refresh now, then we need this to be showing up as text. So in between the tag, we'll say link the new web page. Now I'll give us a link to the new web page. Oops, I forgot to break it. You don't want the link to come right after the picture, so we have to break it. And once you break it, you can link yourself to the new web page. And then the new web page, you can start coding. You can say doctype HTML and give the HTML tags, the head tags, the title tags, and after that, give the body tags. And yeah, So in the title, we can say new web page, and then in our body, we can give paragraph warranted. I guess that doesn't work. Wait. Yeah, now it works. Give Lauren and boom. So if you're gonna be wanting to, let's 1 second. Let's open this up. Open that up. So if you click on the link to the web page, then this will show up. That's kind of ugly there since we don't have any heading. Let's just say welcome. And now let's get some things ready and let's figure out how to make a sign-in section in your web page. The sign-in section won't have any applications or uses to the real world, but I'm just going to show you how to format a sign-in section. And yeah, and for the sake of time, I've already typed in the code for the sign up section, and I'll just show you what the code is meant to be. So I've typed up this is the sign in section and broke it off, and the division tags just let you know which part of the HTML syntax are we talking about. Which part are we like? Are we talking about the sign-in section? Are we talking about the heading? Are we talking about the paragraph above it, or something like that? It lets us know which division of your web page we're talking about. So we broke that off again, and we've given a label of first. Let's refresh this here. You see how the sign section is there. Well, in my web page I've shown you, I had borders, yellow stuff and stuff, but we're not into CSS yet, so I'll be blank like this for now. So I've given a label of your first name, and I've given an input tag. The input tag lets us type in whatever we want there, and you can enter your name. It can be any letter you type, but numbers won't work. But numbers like are useless, so it's usually supposed to be text here instead of that. So we should say input type is text. Sorry, I forgot that. So if you type in numbers, it's gonna be useless and won't accept it. When you're using this to send it to someone, it won't accept because the type doesn't really matter for now because it won't send it to anyone. So for this, we divide it again, break it off, and we give us another label. So the next label is going to be last name, and we give an input text. Oh, this is messed up. Sorry. Last name and stuff. And do that for all the other labels. Give a label of email. Input type is going to be email. Name is going to be your name is going to be the name of the label is going to be in email format, and boom, yeah. Label for age, it's going to be only number. You can see where this like you can change the value of the number. If you give in this code, then it'll give you this thing. This will give you an easier way of choosing your number. And divide that and then give you a label of birthday. Input type is going to be date. This lets you know to give a label like that. I mean, give an input like that, where you can choose. So you can just choose March. Well, I'm March 20th. This is just some random date. And 2020. That's weird. Well, something. Some random date. And you can also give a label for gender, and then we can say select name equals gender, and then give 3 options they can select from, and the value for the first option will be female. And just to show that the option is female, we have to type in female text over there and stuff. And yes, and that's for the select tag. The select tag gives you this drop down menu. That's what the select tag lets you do. And then divide that, break it, divide it again. And if you want this submit button, then we want to have a button tag, and we want to give, well, the class and stuff. This is not needed for now. That's you're going to be using classes when you're linking it to an CSS file, but we won't be CSS or JavaScript file, but we won't be needing it now. So the link, and then I've linked the submit to the submission page I've already created for my last site, but this go back to site won't be right, so we can change that by, well, I've, it's gonna be confusing because I already linked this to that. So yeah, just create your own submission page with that picture and stuff like that, and link it back to the original site. So yeah, that's it for the sign in section. And if you just want to view your web page from the beginning, I'll show you. Just go to index.html and boom. This is your sample web page about your web page, blah 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 blah, your hobbies, and then a picture of the place you're living in. You can add way more stuff if you want to, like I did on my previous web page, and then link it to a new web page, and it'll say welcome, and then you can give some stuff. You can also have a sign-in section. These won't be as any use until you learn CSS and JavaScript. But CSS you don't need to for this to be of usefulness. But if you learn JavaScript, then this can be really useful. So you can add like users onto your web page. And after you press submit, you go to your submit page. And that's it for today's tutorial to create a sample web page and how to understand the basic syntax of HTML. So I hope to see you on a later vid. Bye.